Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Serein. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is Makeup Bag Monday, week number 60. Makeup Bag Monday is a weekly makeup product review series where I test out products new and forgotten or old in my makeup collection for an entire week. I check back every week to let you know what I think about the products, whether or not I still love it, whether or not I think it's worth it after using it for a week in my life. You guys love this series and I'm happy to bring it back. And last week I actually did a little hidden giveaway for the Eborian CC PR. The Eborian CC cream, which is like magic. It morphs to your skin tone. I have both the Claire and the Doré. In last week's video I featured it. It was in the PR package with the little slidey thing. The winner for that prize is, I'm gonna ruin this, Raina Lynn Napo on Instagram, and I've already contacted her and waiting for her DM as I film this. I will ship her prize as soon as I get her address. So thank you so much for entering that giveaway. And just so you guys know, I'm currently running a skincare giveaway of over $400 with cosmetics over on my Instagram. So if you haven't entered for that prize, definitely check that out. It's an incredible package of skincare products, all of my favorites from cosmetics that will work really well for all skin types. And it's worth about $400 if you include tax and shipping and all that stuff. It's well over $400. Super excited that Cosmetics was willing to give away some of my favorite products over in that Instagram post. Definitely check it out. And also, I just uploaded a new relaxing facial video on Sunday. Now, what I thought about last week's products. I decided to test out the new Pixie collaborations, and I have all but one. I didn't test out the lip product because it was a lip palette. I'm just not a big fan of lip colors right now. I just go for balms, really. I also just didn't think I was going to get much use out of it. I decided to test out all of the powder products instead and the eyeliner. The first kit I'm testing out is Pixie and Weylie. This is the eyeshadow palette Let's Talk Eyes, and it also does come with a dual-ended eyeliner. So one side is going to be a retractable eyeliner, and the other side is a felt tip liquid liner. Right off the bat, I have to say, both are very, very pigmented and really black. The retractable eyeliner I like a little bit more because of the fact that it's a little bit creamier and easier to work with. I didn't feel like I needed something so dark with this eyeshadow set, and I also just haven't been really going for that dark winged liner. I did like smudging the retractable side in my lash line just to kind of slightly define it, but not do anything super crazy. And then on the other side is the felt tip liner, which I'm just not a big fan of felt tip liners. I prefer the calligraphy brush pens versus the felt tip ones. It's just a personal preference. If you were to get this, I don't think you'll have an issue with it. I didn't really have an issue with it tugging or dragging. It still creates a really beautiful line. It's still very precise. It's just not my favorite, and if I was to buy this on its own, I probably wouldn't buy it. But because it comes in this kit, I think it is a good value because you still will get use out of it, and it's still very workable. And if you're not super picky like I am, I don't think you'll have an issue with it at all. The eyeshadow palette is really pretty. I thought that the pigmentation and all of the shades were really good. The shimmers are my favorite. The mattes are decent. Very pigmented, very easy to blend. Sometimes it can be a little splotchy if you don't prep your eyes with some powder first. The one thing I felt like this kit was missing though is some sort of a matte vanilla shade. They do have like really pretty shimmers. The shimmers do work, like this peachy shimmer does work kind of as a base all over the lid and also in your brow bone, but I did felt like I needed something a little bit more on the less shimmer side just to kind of create that base first layer or to highlight my brow bone without it being too shimmery. Now, that's just personal preference, but I do love the warm neutral mattes. I think they're very workable, very friendly to use, and I do love the shimmer quality. I think the Pixie shimmers are just really, really good. This shimmery chocolate brown, which is slightly shimmery, but almost you can get away with it as a matte, works beautifully as well. I love using this as an outer corner shade, but mainly these three shades are really beautiful to work with in your crease. If you like it and if you're a fan of Weylie, I don't think you'll have any issues with it. I think it is good quality and it's very neutral and you can use it. A lot of people will have a lot of fun with it and it's really easy to use. Just FYI, my hair looks kind of frizzy because I was trying out this texture spray or the sea salt spray on my damp hair and it's drying kind of frizzy. Not sure I'm liking this look. Just what happens when you test out products constantly. We'll see how it works. I don't know. My hair's still a little bit damp. Maybe it'll not be so frizzy when it's fully dry. Probably the most reach for palette all week is going to be this Pixie and Chloe Morello palette. This is a great all-in-one palette. This is called the Romantic Radiance palette, and my one thing is I don't like how these open, like some open on the side and some open from the top. So you'll see me using this medium brown shade, or I call it espresso. Great brow product. It worked surprisingly well. I think this shade will work really nice on the brows for blondes to slightly lighter than me, and then anybody darker will be great with this shade. I love, love, love that. Immediately, there's a brow product I don't have to travel with or bring with me or have with me. And then the blushes are really beautiful. I love using this blush with a pop of this one on the cheeks, and you can also use this for a more mauve tone. These blushes are really pigmented though, so a little bit goes a really long way. You can always build it up, but I always find myself using too much and having to buff it out, which is not a bad problem to have because then you don't need as much product. And I just love how you can mix it. You can use them alone, you can mix them all together. You can definitely like do the swirl. I like to do the like two-tone blush because I just think you naturally flush that way. These you can even use as highlights, but I actually use the other palette for that. My favorite go-to eye look this whole week has been using this shade right here all over the lid into the crease, and then using this shade up here as my brow bone highlight and inner corner highlight. And then I would go in with this shade or the Weylie palette for my crease definition. Today I did a very light definition. Most days I might go deeper depending on what I'm doing. Last week I didn't really have any events. I didn't really film too much. I was taking it easy and kind of spring cleaning my entire house and getting a lot of chores done. So I didn't feel like I needed a ton of eye makeup, but I just love the way this shimmer washed. So this shade is called Passion, and it just is a very beautiful like amber shade. It almost reminds me of the L'Oreal, is it Amber Rush? That's the one that like back in the day everybody was going crazy for at the drugstore, and I still love that shade. Lasts all day. I don't even prime my eyelids when I've been testing these out, and they last all day. If anything, when I set my concealer, I run the leftover powder over my lid so it has a smoother finish for products to go on, because my eyelids can kind of get a little wrinkly. You can see like the veins. The powder just kind of gives it a smoother base for me to go in with other colors. This is a great all-in-one, and I could see myself just throwing this in my makeup bag and being okay with it, because I can even go in with the black for a smudgy eyeliner, or I can use the espresso shade all over my lash line. There's just so much you can do with this palette, and because there is that crease shade, you have a lot to work with. Again, I kind of wish there was like a little bit more of a matte vanilla shade in one of these palettes, but I found that by trying to not use it, it was fine. It's just my personal preference that I would like something like that in one of these kits. However, by testing this out for an entire week, I also stepped outside of my comfort zone and didn't have it, so it was fine. I didn't need it. It's just very springy, and if you were going for something a little bit bolder, I would feel like that might be what would be missing, but really love this. I think she did a great job curating this palette, and the quality again is really, really good. I was actually intimidated by this next palette. This is the Pixie plus Dulce Candy one, and this is the Cafe con Dolce Sweet Glow palette. This is my favorite packaging though. It's so much easier to open just from the bottom, and there's just one little clasp. Now I don't know how sturdy this is. This could potentially break pretty easily, but this is my favorite way of opening this. So the other ones are a little bit more like awkward and clumsy to open. This one, love. These are considered multi-colors, so you can use them as eyeshadows, blush toppers, highlights. The sky's the limit. I love these two shades for using as a highlight. Really pigmented, super gorgeous shades. Use a very fluffy, light almost like a fan brush or some sort of really fluffy brush for a highlight because they are so pigmented, but you can see that they're really easy to work with if you use the right brush. And then if you want to like pack it on there, use your fingers, use a denser brush for eyeshadow or anything that you want more pigmentation for. And for the blush toppers, you can just use a very fluffy brush again, and just a little bit goes a long way. They're very, very pigmented. I find myself reaching for these as highlights more so, and then this is a really beautiful eyeshadow shade for myself. And then I could see the pinks being really beautiful blush toppers. I just didn't really get into that because the Chloe Morello one has a beautiful blush topper kind of built in. If you guys are fans of any of these influencers or YouTubers, or if you just are drawn to any of these kits, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I absolutely love them. I think the quality for the price point and the wearability of these palettes, you'll definitely get a lot of use out of them, and you will definitely not be disappointed with how much you're paying and what you're getting for it. I think they're actually really good values. Now, if you could only pick one, I would say the Chloe Morello one is the best in terms of versatility and the most I've reached for. I think the Dulce Candy one is the most unique because I haven't seen something like this before, especially from Pixie. The formulation of these shimmery pressed ones are beautiful. Now, these do include talc, but they are pressed, so I'm not that concerned about it. And this is what I will be testing out for next week. So the first thing I have is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I've been wanting to test this out for a while, and I have a couple of friends who absolutely love it and wear it every single day. So this is in the shade LN4, and it has an SPF 20, and it's a chemical SPF. I also have the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. More products from Physicians Formula. This is the Brow Lasts Long Wearing Brow Gel. I have two shades. I have medium brown and dark brown. Not sure which one I'm going to be. This reminds me a lot of the Wonder Brow. Is that what that product was called that I was like obsessed with for a while? This is the Beauty by Pop Sugar Make Waves Liquid Metallic Eye Color. And I have the shade Unstoppable. So this is a water pigment. The Milk Makeup Concealers. I've been wanting to test these out for such a long time. This is the Flex Concealer, and I can't wait to play with this. Then I got this in the mail, and I thought this was so pretty. This is the Touch and Soul Metalist High Shine Collection. These are High Shine Bouncy Cream Shadow Palette. So actually, let me just open this real quick. I'm like so intrigued by this. Oh no, guys. That one's okay. Okay, we'll have to play with this for the week and see how that works. I thought it was going to be a little bit more like bouncy and creamy, but it felt actually quite hard and kind of like oily. Really weird. I'll get back to you guys on that next week. I have some lip products because I've been slacking on the lip department game. I mentioned I don't really wear lip products around the house, and I'm around the house a lot. And honestly, a lot of times when I leave the house, I forget to put a lipstick on. I just carry like my everyday Kosas one in my purse. I have some glosses. I'm actually wearing this one. This is the Beauty by Pop Sugar lip gloss, and I'm wearing Be the Boss. And then I'm testing the tinted lip balm in Be Sweet. Finally, I am going to be testing out some of the Healthy Lip from Physicians Formula. This is the Velvet Finish. There's a huge collection, a huge range of these, and I just pulled out a couple that I think I'm gonna wear. If I want a bolder lip, I will pull it out of my to try pile. So that is everything I'll be testing out for the next week. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday for a new Makeup Bag Monday. In case you've missed any previous Makeup Bag Mondays, there is a playlist on my main channel page of every Makeup Bag Monday I've ever done, and this means I think over 60 because I did a wrap up after 52 weeks. So there's probably 61 Makeup Bag Mondays for you to catch up on if you've missed any of them. I just love testing things out fully before giving you guys a review. I also love doing first impressions, but I always like to check back with you guys with a Makeup Bag Monday as well. There is going to be a little bit of a shift here on my channel. I'm going to be traveling in the spring and summer, and I also want to put more time and energy on my blog, all of my social medias, as well as my second channel that Chris and I recently relaunched. So in an effort to do that, I'm going to be cutting back here from 3 days a week to 2 days a week, plus bonus videos. But I just wanted to take a little bit of a breather, plus April is my birthday, and I want to be able to enjoy some time with my husband and my dogs and some friends. I am going to upload every Tuesday and Sunday promise, guarantee Tuesday and Sundays. Occasionally there will be bonus uploads on Thursdays as well. So make sure you are subscribed, turn on that bell notification so that every time I upload a new video, you are notified. And even then, sometimes you're not. So just know every Tuesday, every Sunday, and sometimes Thursdays. If you're ever curious, you can follow me on Instagram, on Insta Stories. I always like to let you guys know when there's a new upload. And of course, you can always just check back here on my channel. If you're interested in lifestyle / vlogs and just other things I do and I'm interested in, make sure you check out my second channel, More Serein, and also check out my magazine. It's an interactive digital magazine called By Serein with exclusive content of 71 pages. It has a lot of beauty. We go really in depth on ingredients and why I recommend things and what to look for when you're shopping. But I also do a lot of DIYs over there, so you can do some budget-friendly beauty tips and tricks, as well as I do a lot of wellness and lifestyle stuff in the magazine. So if you haven't checked out the magazine, you can purchase a single issue, or you can subscribe for 3 months or 6 months. And it's something I'm really passionate about and have been working on. And it's been a really fun passion project and really has re-inspired me here on this channel as well as my second channel. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to the giveaway winner. Stay tuned. There is a new in beauty for April coming up this week, so there's always a giant giveaway in that video, as well as don't forget to enter the cosmetics giveaway over on my Instagram account, currently running right now. I think there's maybe one more day to enter when this video goes live. Make sure you follow me on Instagram for tons of bonus giveaways. I do a lot of hidden giveaways over there on stories. I have a Facebook page and as well as a blog. Everything is linked in the description box, as well as the products I talked about today. As always, I hope my video helped motivate and inspire you to look and feel your best. At the end of the day, I just hope my video helped you unwind, de-stress, and take your mind off of whatever it was you might have needed help taking your mind off of. That's why I watch YouTube, and that's why I make these videos. So until Sunday, I will see you guys right back here for a new video. Bye!